What is going on, everybody? Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow that Twitter right down below. Today, what we're going to be talking about is Joaquin Phoenix and alcoholism. And so they go hand in hand, obviously. Joaquin Phoenix just came out and said that he checked himself into rehab a little bit ago because of the fact that he was an alcoholic. And he stated, when he realized it, and essentially there's always a story for alcoholics or anybody addicted to anything, really, drugs, sex, porn. There's a lot of addictions other than just alcoholism. But there's always like a turning point, I guess, of self-realization. And I remember I was watching a thing with Dax Shepard where he said, even at your worst, you won't even realize it. He said, even when you're at your worst and something happens that's so detrimental to your life and you almost died because of alcoholism, doesn't even matter. That's not even your lowest, I promise you. He said, when you realize it, it's self-realization. You just realize it. And Joaquin Phoenix said he checked himself into rehab after he drove into a tree. And that seems to be a case for a lot of alcoholics. Paul Walker speeding, running into a tree. Ryan Dunn running into a tree. An alcoholic actually on my block ran into a tree. When I was at Penn State University, there was a drunk kid that was attending school with us, and I didn't know him, obviously. Penn State has like 100,000 kids up there. It was at State College, and he actually, the next morning, everyone was talking about it. They said, oh my God, a kid ran into a tree. He died. A sophomore at Penn State passed away because he was drunk driving. So, it really puts it in perspective, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, he said he hit a tree and with his car, and that's when he found out, this whole partying thing is not for me. And honestly, I'm not a party guy. I don't really go clubbing. I'm not into that whole like hookup culture, this, that, and the third. And not because like I can't get girls, but it's because I can't get girls in that atmosphere. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't shine in that atmosphere. I know what atmosphere I shine in when it comes to getting women, and that is definitely not it. Oh, my light isn't on. All right, let's turn on my light mid-video. All right, there you go. So yeah, when I go clubbing, I've tried it before multiple times. I don't know how to approach a girl at a club because, obviously we're all there for the same reason. We're all trying to have sex. We're all trying to bump, grind, dance, whatever it is. But I don't have the capability or the persona, if you will. Obviously, I don't match a club persona. Definitely not a clubber guy. Look more like a nerd. I'm the kind of guy where like I would approach a girl at a mall or a Starbucks or a cafe or a lunch, for example. Like if you went to a lunch around 4 o'clock in the afternoon after work and there was a happy hour and you were at like this little sports bar and you were there, yeah, I would hit on you there. I feel like that's where I would shine. I could tell jokes. I could use my surroundings. I can hear you. In clubs, I can't hear anybody. I can't even hear myself. So it's like, I don't know. I'm the kind of guy where conversation has to be there. And even if it is just for sex, I can go to a bar at a happy hour and hit on a girl and talk to her about intellectual stuff like the universe, and then it would lead to sex. But there has to be kind of like substance there in a way. I don't know. Maybe I'm watching too many movies. It's just I never went to a club and saw a girl across the club, and the music is just, and I'm just looking at her and I'm just like, yeah. And then we don't even have to talk, and then we just start dancing, and then I take her back to my. That never happened to me. It may have happened to you. Just I'm not that kind of guy. So I feel like alcoholism is for those who kind of got wrapped up into it. I don't know everybody's story, but it's like you can get wrapped up into a lot of things and it can cause something else without even you realizing it until you get there. And you may not even know sometimes that you're an addict to things, to be completely honest. You can go clubbing once at the age of like 16. I've seen it happen to people that I know that or knew personally. 16, 17, they were the notorious partiers in high school, and they would go to parties, they'd have a good time. Then they'd go to college, and then they would party even harder. And then after college, they'd go to bars. And it's just like one thing leads to another, and it's like, okay, well, Twisted Tuesdays, Thirsty Thursdays. Then you got Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, which are all time to go out. And it's like, what is it, Wasted Wednesdays, I think? It's like now you're just an alcoholic and you're 26 years old. You're doing nothing but drinking 4 days a week. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. Joaquin Phoenix admitting that he's an alcoholic. Go check himself into rehab. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.